Hello and welcome, or welcome back. Today, I really want to get into who is this channel for? What is this even going to be about? This channel is going to be about art and my journey with art, and hopefully helping you with your journey and your art or your creativity or whatever it is that you're passionate about. Well, I want to start with telling you a story. It was the year I was turning 30. The creative voice inside of me started speaking up and reminding me that it was there. It was time for it to come out again. Time for me to revisit who I was creatively. So I started a little notebook, an art journal. I doodled in it, I wrote, I collaged, whatever I felt inspired to do. It was kind of just my one safe place to put my thoughts down and express myself creatively. Well, that kept going. I mean, once you open the creative box, you know, it just starts coming out. I just kept going with these journals, and it's kind of led me to here. And part of the reason why I was inspired to start these journals was I made a new friend. She has been one of my dearest friends ever since. Her name is Ramona. She is my best Canadian friend. I love her so much. Her art inspires me every day. I just love seeing what she creates. So I owe a huge part of this to her because we met at a time where I was just starting to remember who I was. She really helped me remember that much more. Remember that magic was real, that it's everywhere, and you can start believing in magic again, even as an adult or however old you are. You can always start believing in magic again. It was just really amazing how our friendship really brought that part of myself back to life. She is incredible. If you do not know who she is or have not seen her art, you should go check her out. I don't think you could look at it and not be inspired or feel some kind of magic or feel like a little kid again. It's so much fun. So through Ramona, I met another friend, and he has asked me to keep his name anonymous, so I will respect your wishes, my friend. This friend is also very much a creative soul. It was a perfect time where I was coming back to life creatively, and we would talk about art. It was so neat to be able to experience this other person who was trying to find their creative voice. I thought, like, oh my gosh, your art is so inspiring to me. The things that he would come up with in his mind would just blow me away, and I could resonate with it so much, and it was so beautiful. I couldn't believe that someone so talented with such a strong, beautiful, creative voice didn't see just how powerful and magical that was. He couldn't see it in himself. Obviously, that reminded me of me because that's exactly how I was feeling and still continue to feel. I'm working on it. I was blown away that he couldn't see the value that he had as a creative. I don't think that you owe the world anything. You don't have to share your art if you don't want to. If you want that to be a treasure between you and the universe, then let it be that. But if you're not sharing your voice and your creativity because of fear or because you don't feel good enough, then the universe is probably trying to give you a little nudge that you have something to say and it is of value, and maybe someone else needs to see it or hear it or read it or experience it. Building my friendship with him and seeing his creativity blossom I just couldn't help but think, wow, I am not alone in this. I am not the only one who is struggling to create because I don't feel good enough, or I don't think my voice matters. Like, who cares if I create? It's not gonna make a difference. But his art made a difference to me. It had me think about all the artists and the writers that I've experienced in my life. And if they had chosen not to create, not to put their words down, the world would be missing them and we would have no idea. Like, that blows my mind. What if Robert Frost never wrote down a single poem for someone else to read? What if Vincent van Gogh never painted, ever? We wouldn't have Starry Night, my favorite painting of all time. Like, can you just, like, take that in for a second? If those people that influenced you so strongly never spoke up and never shared their magic, we wouldn't have gotten to let it inspire our own life. So that really lit a fire in me that I have to do this. I have to share my voice and my creativity. And I know that I feel like I suck, and I know that I feel like I'm just at the beginning and I have no clue what I'm doing, and I've never even allowed myself to explore creatively, and I've never given myself the time to just try and see what I can do. But there's people that are so incredible. What if me trying to put myself out there and show people myself, discovering my own creative voice, what if that could inspire my friend to share his voice, share his art? If I could help anybody know that their voice matters, that would be a life worth living for me. That's actually a huge foundation for the Chateau. This is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing this channel, and why I'm sharing my art on my Instagram, and why I want to create the space of the Chateau, because I want people to know that their voice matters, and we hear you and we see you. You matter. Your creativity matters. The things that you love matter. There's so many people we now know whose voices have been silenced or have gone unseen. I want to speak to those people and give them a space where I say, hey, we see you, we hear you, speak up, share your magic with the world. And I want to somehow have a platform someday that helps give more volume to their voices. They deserve to be heard. This is not all about me. This is actually really hard for me to be this vulnerable and share this process. But I know that it could make a difference for somebody, or maybe even a few somebodies. And that is what motivates me to do this. I'm literally doing it for you. Every time I need a reminder of why I'm doing this, I think about my friend. I think that I just have to keep doing this for him. It excites me so much because I know if I'm feeling this way and he's feeling this way, there's so many more people out there feeling this way. We see all these YouTube channels and these Instagram accounts and all these artists putting themselves out there, but years down the road, we see them when they know what they're doing and they've found their style and they're creating art all the time. Yeah, that's great, but like, how do we get there? Those of us who have either silenced ourselves or been silenced by others, how the fuck do we get ourselves to create? How are we supposed to get over those hurdles and those things that have always stopped us? How are we supposed to create and believe in our own magic and be willing to share that magic with the world if that's what we're intended to do? That's who this channel is for. It's really cool because just a few weeks ago I met someone and I was having a conversation with them about this channel. I get really embarrassed when I'm talking about it with new people, but I just feel this little push inside me that's like, talk about it, it's fine. You're not being self-centered, you're not being egotistical. Just talk about what you're doing because it's exciting and positive and good. So I brought it up. I will never forget what she said. She said, I'm the person you're doing this channel for. Like, I am who you're speaking to. Wow. To hear someone say those words to me, someone I just met that night, tell me that what I'm doing is speaking to them, is just all the validation I needed to keep going. That's who this is for. It's for, well, everyone, of course. If you'd love to join this journey for any reason, come along, you're welcome. But especially if you're a creative who is questioning your magic or not tending to your magic, not seeing what your magic can do, or sharing your magic with other people, guess what? It's time. Because you didn't end up here by accident. You're here on purpose. We're here together to find our magic and to share it. There's nothing better than sharing your magic with someone else. And that just inspires more magic. And it's a beautiful world when we can connect and let our magical selves shine. That is who this is for. What I'm going to be focusing on is, again, my journey. There's so much more to the journey that I want to show you. Hi, Nathan. So I created a little short video for you to start this journey with me. And it's really fun, and it was really fun making it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you feel the magic stirring up inside you. I hope that my magic is shining brightly for you to see, and I hope it inspires you. Here we go. Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a writer and an artist, packing up my backpack of pens, a journal, art supplies, a sketchbook, and probably a sweater, random trinkets, my deer antlers, my deer Steffi, my golden wings, and snacks too. Oh, and my loyal corgi sidekick, Nathan, the Great Protector, will of course be accompanying me. I am opening my front door to the adventurous world of creativity and wonder. I will take my journey through the meadows, along rivers, through the trees, and over mountains to find my creative voice. I know she's out there somewhere. I'm not sure where to begin, but I know I must. All I can do is take one step, and another step, take one more step after that, and then another, and then another. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know where I'm going to end up or how to get there. But I know this for sure. I'm gonna go places I've never been, make new friends, try new things, and learn a lot along the way. And wherever it is I'm going, that is exactly where I will end up. And even then, it will still only be the beginning. Would you like to come along? There's even more magic when you have someone to share the magic with.
This journey isn't just for me, you know. I would love nothing more than to bring you along. It's never too late to start or start again. There's a magical journey just waiting for you. Maybe you've already begun, but maybe you haven't yet. I dare you to take the first step, or maybe just the next step. It will be wilder and more magical than you could ever imagine. What special treasures would you pack into your backpack? Where do you want to go? What do you hope to learn, to see, to do? Do you have a sidekick? What do you say? Will you come along with me?